beside a chair or a bedside table.
Just put it next to a chair so you can sit there and look at your cupboard. Do you often find yourself wondering, if I hang pots in my window, will the neighbours think it's stained glass? Or similarly, are you a sensibly dressed corporate lesbian in the 90s, itching to try your hand at interior design? Well, today we might have the show for you, my lovelies. We are watching Decorating Sense.
It looks like stained glass.
One of the truly more bewildering options here on the Chanel. Every time we watch it, a new breed of delirium descends upon the citadel. Last time, I cannot believe we saw a lariat in a child's bedroom. Apparently it was the 90s and anything went. Well, my lovelies, make sure you're sitting down comfortably, grab yourself a beverage, pop your little Ochinger right into that is absolutely foul hole, and let's watch Decorating Nonsense.
We love shit and tat.
Hi, and welcome to Decorating Sense, the show that gives you great decorating ideas for a lot less.
She didn't introduce herself. She didn't say, "Hi, I'm Joan Stephan, and today I'm going to decorate your house with wigs."
I'm Joan Stephan.
Oh, there we go.
And today we're going inside this house, built in the early 1900s, to redo a tiny kitchen with huge storage problems.
Oh, look at the size of this house. My goodness me, the 90s, really the 90s. You could get just about anything for just about nothing. Decorating wigs. You know, one day, Joan, they are going to investigate you for putting drugs up the curtain. Quite. Perhaps in the butt hut. A cushion? Is it a cushion? Or are you on hallucinogens? Because it is, in fact, a chicken. Decorating Sense. I still love that sound. Every time I hear it, I think 90s country house vibes. I think Tots TV. I think yellow ochre. Quite awful, actually.
We are in a great old house that has been divided into 3 separate living areas, and we are on the 3rd floor.
Oh, right, okay, sorry. It's got 3 living areas. This was a typical house in 1997.
But because the homeowner divided up the living space, a lot of the rooms are small, as I'm about to show you. Look inside this kitchen.
Small for the 90s? How big will that be today?
Might describe this kitchen. And yet it's got some great details to it. It's got this...
I'm sorry, already this kitchen is huge. Most people nowadays don't really have a separate kitchen. They have a kitchen inside of another room. It's in fact a bathroom, kitchen, and garage.
Wonderful mission window. It's never been painted, and the craftsmanship and the quality...
Sorry, did she dare say, "Welcome to this small kitchen"? You've got church windows in your small kitchen. You know, the more I watch Decorating Sense, sometimes, you know, it's completely obscene. I love it because it's just a trip. Well, it's just a trip. And then sometimes I'm like, how far have we fallen that we can no longer have stained glass church windows in our kitchens?
Almost makes it a work of art.
It's yellow ochre, look.
Great nook. This is a wonderful dining area. It's just a really special place to sit and eat. But we are here to redo some of the problem areas, one of which would be the storage problems in here. I'm hoping we can come up with something more inventive than a folding table to store the...
In her jelly shoes.
I'm sure we can. Take a look at the wire rack over there.
That.
There is nothing wrong with it, but it is
B&B.
almost the only storage space in town here. It's the place where the homeowner has to keep all of her dishes, because if you look over here, you can see we've got the sink, we've got a very tiny counter space, but virtually no storage. So we have our work...
This is a huge kitchen, though. Let's not beat around the bubliers. Virtually no storage, except all the storage we can see. So, windows on 2 walls, a kitchen, but it's also like a charity shop style upstairs secluded kitchen. This almost looks like it's a business rather than like a residential kitchen, but the decor suggests otherwise.
No storage. So we have our work cut out for us in this little tiny kitchen. And the woman who's going to help us do it is Peggy Selwood.
Hi, Joan.
Thanks so much for being with
Oh,
us
here we
today.
go. Oh, do you remember her? We thought she was a voice of sanity. She is, in fact, turning wallpaper into a sensible cropped waistcoat.
Great. It's fun to be back.
Hello,
Done great work in the past. Now what are we going to do with this one?
Well, with this feeling of this little kitchen, don't you feel like you're in a treehouse?
You know,
No.
We're high up.
Out there, yeah.
I think we should focus on the eating area.
Okay.
And
Have these people never been in like a block of apartments where kitchens are often, you know, not on the ground floor? Imagine if the bottom apartment in all apartment blocks was just everybody's kitchen.
I'm going to...
maybe a wallpaper, just the walls, the 2 walls, paint the ceiling, and
So you're going to make that a focal point. So your eye is going to travel to
Focal
this.
point,
We're going to set
right.
this part off. That'll
give
be
it a
great.
little charm.
Then you're going to punch it up with some different colors?
Some bold colors of periwinkle blues and greens and
A neon blue and green kitchen.
That'll be great.
Well, I've
You
heard
know,
stranger.
Right now with the yellow walls, which are stained,
Yeah.
right?
The existing
Oh, God,
paint is
okay,
going to be
so-
stained,
But
right?
it does feel just even a little bland. It really kind of.
Wait, so hang on. Wait, so we're keeping the yellow. We're also doing blue and green. Okay. All right. Just so we're on the same page. Yellow, blue and green kitchen in the 90s. Tiny but massive.
Bland. It really kind of lacks a little
Bland
personality.
yellow, yes.
We need to just give it some bounce.
So we're going to address all
Bounce.
those problems
Yes.
and the storage
Yes,
problem.
What's she gonna do with
We're
this?
going to put a darling little skirt, gathered skirt around it.
Great. We're gonna address all
Oh,
those
good.
things.
We're going to put a skirt on it. Is it a cross-dresser?
Tips for the beginner crossdresser. Learn basic makeup skills.
Welcome to the No Pimpy Chanel.
You know, what I always say is when you're in doubt, put a skirt on it.
Under $500.
Great.
Right.
As you can see,
Has
this
she
small
been
kitchen has a
with Pa
major
Butt?
storage problem.
Okay.
Dishes are exposed and the microwave
Not exposed!
or sitting on this table.
Right.
The room lacks personality.
It
It's
also
rather
seems
generic
it
and
seems functional. Like that's an oven, right? An oven and a microwave and another microwave. What?
on this table. The room lacks personality.
I mean, it's got
rather
quite a lot of
generic and
personality.
bland. But it does have great charm potential.
It does. Do you know
We'll
what? It
highlight
is
the
charming and
architectural
unusual, and I love a
strength of the
little. Oh, but please, Joan, I'm speaking now. I do quite like charming and unusual, but I just don't trust that they're going to give it any of that. I would love to see what these buildings look like now, because I'm sure they will be completely devoid of all personality, perhaps even millennial grey. The landlord's special, just paint over the flowers.
architectural strength of the mission window and
Mission
create a
window.
cozy dining cove. So that's where
Imagine having the audacity to call a kitchen small when you can also say at the same sentence, we're going to install a dining cove.
our
Actually,
work
I thought,
began,
yeah.
right here in the dining alcove.
In the
Our
alcove.
first job, painting the cove ceiling periwinkle blue. To add warmth and define this space, we wallpapered the walls of the cove.
Oh, good. Welcome to your seaside Punch and
We
Judy
used a
extravaganza. Oh
wide
no, they hand painted the wallpaper. Is that what this is? Also, on what planet is this periwinkle blue? Am I being obscene? Do I not know what periwinkle blue is? Hang on a minute. Do you know, every time we watch one of these, I learn something brand new about something that doesn't need to be known about at all. Right, periwinkle. Oh, periwinkle is a bit like the word patio, isn't it? You just know it was 1712, some Parisian twink was like, oh, this area outside made of slabs, I simply patio. And you know, that coming winter, he made it through the winter. It was a difficult winter, but he made it through the winter. Summer came round and he was like, the patio periwinkle. Just so we're all clear. This is periwinkle? This is not, is it? No.
We used a wide striped pre-pasted paper and applied it to the
Wide
walls.
set vagina.
Now the alcove becomes the focal point, and the glorious mission window is the star attraction. Because this window is a piece of art, no curtains are needed.
No
We don't want to
curtains,
take
no.
away from the beauty of the window by adding yards of fabric.
Well-
so we brought the outdoors in.
Oh, for God's sake. Barbed wire for your tiny kitchen prison. How, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, how dare you again? If I was going to think this room, lots of brown, lots of wood, I would have been thinking immediately country house vibe. So it would have been white walls, perhaps even, magnolia. I would be thinking beams. I'd be thinking rustic decor, brass handles, perhaps brass shelves, something very, very witchy poo in the forest. Gorgeous. Definitely not stripy seaside blue periwinkle and barbed wire. But that's just me.
We tacked up grapevines with just
Gra-
a
oh,
touch
grape
of berries and green leaves for added interest.
Added
This very
interest.
simple and inexpensive window treatment creates an open feeling in this very small kitchen.
Oh, stop that immediately. Creates an open feeling? Yes, I'm trapped in the open wilderness.
And so does this painted wrought iron table base.
Right.
We found this at a garage sale for $20 and sprayed it with a high gloss white enamel.
Why?
Then we placed a wicker square on the pedestal and draped it with a remnant fabric.
Stop it.
The colors in this
Stop it.
tablecloth topper give
Stop
us
it.
plenty.
This table is a booby trap. You would put your coffee down on one side and the whole thing would go bang. They can't possibly be suggesting that this is a table. They can't possibly be suggesting that this is a table. This is obscene. This woman She's a sandwich short of a lesbian.
The colors in this tablecloth topper give us plenty of personality, which this kitchen lacked. On top of the cloth, we placed a $10 used glass tabletop. Now,
So now
cleanup-
we've also got shattered glass.
Now cleanup is a snap. And take a look at these unique napkin and place card
This
holders.
must have been placed so delicately, so gently, just like, oh my goodness, biscuit, this is a booby trap waiting to burst. Imagine having to warn everyone, don't put it on the table. Although that's very 90s, isn't it? To be like, look at all this surface we have. You can't use any of it. What's going to happen to this table when someone puts a scalding hot coffee off of the well-balanced area of the table? Teapots.
Oh my god. Oh no. I think we just have to put our hands up on this one.
These are made from mismatched old flatware. The
Okay.
place card holder is a silver plate cocktail fork bent at a 90-degree angle. The tines hold the name card.
You
The
don't
napkin-
need a name. There's 3 people can sit at this table whilst delicately trying not to immediately kill themselves on shattered glass. But you don't need a name card. You don't need a name card. You don't need a name card. This is unnecessary. You don't need a name. You don't need to bend vintage antique silverware from Victorian Angleterre into a name card. You don't need to. Joan, I'm sorry, you just don't need to do that.
The napkin holder is a silver plate serving spoon bent backwards into a tight U shape.
You're bending
Roll
backwards
up a
to make
linen
this make
napkin
sense.
and place it inside the spoon.
Oh, lovely.
And for seating, we found these $4 wire
Where's
benches.
that
the kind
gonna
you can
fit?
pick up at your local discount store.
Where?
We then skirted the benches with the
Oh,
same
God.
fabric.
Even the chairs are cross-dressing.
Is he a cross-dresser?
We gathered and sewed an elastic band around the top of the skirt. That allows for easy removal and
What an uncomfortable chair that is. Imagine you sit down, you get prints all over your leg from some rotting wire tetanus chair, and you were also accidentally wearing a skirt.
Oh, she's a spicy woman. Oh, my breasts.
cleaning. And then coordinating cushions are tied
no.
on. If you sew, your cost is only the fabric. We spent $230 on labor to have this sewn.
They saw
Last,
you coming. They were
finishing-
like, you want us to do what? Put your skirt where? Don't talk to me again.
Last, finishing touches
Oh,
for our cozy
are the shelves
cove.
also gently
Accessory
placed?
shelves and a mini fringed lampshade.
Oh, lovely. Oh,
Well,
do
now
you know
that we
what?
have
I don't
that
hate the
nook
lamp.
looking great, it's time to address the storage problem that we are so concerned about in here. And we've already started to do it with this great display case. I love this, to get to see some of the cute things that she's got around here.
A Welsh
Mhm,
dresser.
But I know it didn't start out
An
like-
armoire.
Joan,
As a
it
display
started
case.
out as a gun cabinet.
A
And I know
gun
you got
cabinet. Oh, it's very American. Do you know what? I will say, love the idea of putting a colour at the back of a dresser that matches something in the room. I really like that. I think I might take that idea forward. Do you know what? Every now and then there's one idea on Decorating Sense that I'm like, oh, maybe they were onto something. These craft ladies in the 90s. Maybe.
No.
And I know you got a great deal on it. We should take a
Yes.
look at
Where
what
did
it
she
used to
whip
look like.
that out of? Oh, she's
Look
a
at that.
magician.
This is what the
Oh,
the
AI
gun
slop.
cabinet looked like when Peggy found it, and she paid.
$25 for the 2 pieces.
For the gun and pie.
It's just
Goodness
darling.
me.
And look at this. What did you do to it?
First of all, I painted it with periwinkle blue, put metal brackets in to hold the white wooden shelves.
Looks
Right.
really fresh.
It's darling. And just set it on top of this cabinet.
I don't think the periwinkle matches with the like wooden brown. I think the wood is it's almost like too saturated, too warm to match with like a lilac colour. Kind of would have worked a bit better if the colour was a bit cooler. Although lilac is kind of cool, I guess. Kind of like a cool tone. I don't know. I really like it. I just don't think the colours work together as good as they could. But also, where have you put the ovens?
Hi, here's your new kitchen.
We took out all of the kitchen, and now we've brought the outside in. It's just
Barbed wire and periwinkle.
please help me. I'm going insane.
On top of this cabinet.
Okay.
I
And
see
you
you've
have
got
one
to
more
shave them
idea.
on.
This
God.
is some old green trim that I thought putting long side, give it some old charm of an antique.
I would never have thought of that, but it looks wonderful.
So
There's a
cute.
reason,
Yeah,
Joan.
and we don't have to bolt this into the wall or
Only
anything because it's got enough weight of its
winkly
own. It's going to hold
Just
its own
holds.
over here. We are not moving this.
Great.
We need every bit of storage we can get and more.
It also
so let's
doesn't
get
fit
going.
there. I will say it's closer to the cabinets than it is to the other end. Why didn't they get like a smaller one? Or perhaps a custom design, something that can just slide in.
So,
This slatted table will hold the microwave
Another
oven.
table.
Cost $4.
Also a house fire.
To give it personality, we went to work painting the table with various colors.
Sorry, you're going to put a microwave on that. Look how wiggly
various
it is.
colors. This small foam brush is the exact width of each slat, and it makes our
nice.
job very easy.
Oh, God. Oh, trans rights.
Everyone should train themselves to look at objects in a different way.
No, I don't think they should, Joan. So are you going to tell me this is somehow like a cattle prod? Well, that would make more sense.
This unusual shelf display used to be a stock CD rack.
Oh, do you know what?
We painted it, of
not
course, and
hateful.
added a wooden
CDs,
top
do you
to it
remember
for
them?
decoration. This top shelf was rescued from an old destroyed dresser.
Oh, good.
Moving over to the sink area, you can see that it needed
Oh,
more
God, this is very... Don't use a kettle on a boat.
There's too much water in that kettle. And now the lid's on crooked. She is on a boat. Don't boil a kettle on a boat.
needed more storage, and this shelf provided just that.
It's a booby trap. That is a booby trap. A child's going to be like, I want my lunchbox immediately.
Dead.
This utensil rack, which holds cookware, washcloths, and towels, used to be an old coat and hat rack
Yes,
from a
I can
hotel.
tell.
A new coat of paint, and it adds the pop we needed over the sink.
Pop.
And
Pop that puss.
speaking of pop, this $5 flea market oil painting is strong and bold.
Not as a
Hanging art in
backsplash,
the kitchen
surely.
adds a sense of fun to the room.
I mean, I'm all
You
for
have-
having artwork around your house because, you know, anything to stave the darkness away. The fact that it's like above the kitchen cooking area, it's going to be covered in faces in minutes. Oil splatters, milk splatters, all sorts of splatters. K-pop
You
semen
have had a lot
hunters.
of fun in this kitchen. All these great colors, they just jump out at you.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it's fabulous. And remember that wire storage rack that hid all those unsightly dishes? Well, they're still under there, but
It's wearing a
it's just a
dress.
little skirt, and it becomes an attractive part of the kitchen. I love that idea.
Oh, look at that. It's like the gaping maw from World of Warcraft.
Is he a cross-dresser?
I hate this.
Yeah. And I love the farmer's market sign. What's the deal with
Okay.
that?
Just found it at a sale. and I
Found
thought
it at the
was so
farmer's
clever.
market, so I took it
$4.
with me.
$4. That's great. And the bird cage, the right colors and everything for this kitchen?
Perfect. Never touched it.
Really? You found it
Yes,
like
I can
that?
tell. Why
For
would
how
you?
much?
I hate that.
$20.
Do you know, also, when people say that's a bird cage, I'm like, how awful. How awful to be a bird in that cage. Awful. Also, I can see a taxidermy tabby right there. You know it's going to be a trip when Peggy's involved, don't you? She's matched her waistcoat to the fabric, to the floor, to the ceiling, to the window, to the bird cage.
For how much?
$20.
What a deal. So you add all of that up and we get to $480.
Do you know, they should just kiss and get all this over with. Get it out of the way. Just kiss and
Thank
stop
you,
repressing
Jane.
yourselves by doing all that.
Let's take a look back at everything that we've accomplished.
Okay, right, let's have a look, shall we? Da 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 da. Functional and actually not the worst thing I've ever seen, but still quite upsetting. A fire hazard. Oh, what happened to your other ovens? Oh no, yeah, don't worry about all that. Okay, right, here we go. Are you ready? Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's like an advert for Crossdressers Anonymous.
That's not funny, because what if I was gay?
I think those chairs might be on the midnight walk.
Then it will be the midnight walk.
I hate it. I'm sorry, I hate it.
I hope you'll stay with us because
I might not, Joan. This might be one too far. Right, now I hope it's time for two bedenimed homosexuals who aren't, but are because it's the 90s.
Now, this is the time of the show when you get to look at old things in a new light. We call it trash to treasure.
Trash to
The time
treasure.
when we take things that you maybe found at a garage sale or at a flea market, somebody else's trash, turn it into your treasure. And the
with
guys who are
fleas.
going to do that are Steve Douthit and Jim Hansen. They
Oh,
own American
oh,
Island.
back
It's
in the
an
sensible
antique
golf
home
wear.
accessory store in Minneapolis. Hope you get there sometime. It's a great store.
No.
Thanks for letting us come out here
We won't
again.
give you
Talk to
rights.
you later.
Always glad to
Talk
have you.
to you
Thanks.
later.
And you are going
Round
to
by
take
the
a
bins.
trunk and turn it into a cupboard.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, do
Why
you know
not?
what? Love the idea. Turning a trunk into something else. I know it's a bit cliche, but I still love the idea of upcycling luggage, like old luggage, into coffee tables. I still like it. I know, but I still like it.
Okay.
Okay.
This is just an old trunk, and these are great for coffee tables or at the foot of your bed for bedding. But
you have to get the bugs out of it.
But after a while, you can do
extra
just so much with
protein.
trunks. But this way, we turn it up on end, just like we did with this one. This was a trunk.
What, is that what that was?
Make it into a cupboard.
Very cute idea.
And what I did to this one was add some wood at the bottom.
It's like you put a dress on a grandfather clock.
A little bit of freezing.
Listen, we've done...
Lots of cross-dressing analogies in today's episode. Is it time to cross-dress in the studio, Biscuit? Yes.
I look quite pretty.
Put you in a little wig.
What I did to this one was add some wood at the bottom as a shoe, just to kind of finish it off and raise it up a little bit.
Okay. And then what did you do? Did you
added a shelf inside?
Where is this going?
So it's useful.
Why have you made it green?
Left the paint as it was.
Why?
The original knob. But another thing that I did that you can do on a lot of furniture is add a little. I added a print to this actually. Yeah. It's
she's got a HP LaserJet
book that I got at the bookstore from the bargain table. $4.98 for a whole bunch of
for a whole
things.
book.
Yeah.
So what'd you do to it?
Use a little spray adhesive, put it on,
and huff it.
Surrounded it with a frame.
You know, it looks like it's a little wrinkly, but you don't care about that stuff.
Well, we all get a little wrinkly as we get old, and that just makes it look older. That's
okay. No, let's not do DIY crafting and cut corners and be like, do you know what though? We're all old and wrinkly, aren't we? Oh, it's the inside that matters. Open it. It's bright green.
That just makes it look older. That's okay.
Okay.
I used screen molding on this from a screen door.
Oh, I thought these were just picture frames.
No. Although that's a great idea. I should have thought of that sooner. But
not told you, Joan.
You could use a picture frame. I use screen molding because I'm crazy for moldings. We're all crazy for something. I love molding.
Ask you to explain that one, but it's a great idea.
Yeah, it would be perfect beside a chair or a bedside table.
Just put it next to a chair so you can sit there and look at your cupboard. The 90s, everyone. We had lots of free time.
Okay, the moral
Does
of this
the chair
story is
also
that
have
if
a
you
skirt?
find a set of twin beds at a garage sale or
God, here we
something,
go.
buy it. You can turn it into a trendy day bed, and they are
A day
so trendy
bed?
now.
Oh, yes, for the woman who has everything.
Very much so.
Nap time
so
in the
this
day.
is the day bed.
Yeah, we took the two headboards and joined them together with the rails and created this wonderful, these happen to be French-style headboards, and they make this wonderful French day bed.
Very cool. Just so you know, this is
Yeah,
what
this
the,
is what the footboard looked like. They didn't match the headboards
Perfectly
at all,
fine
so we'll
footboard.
take the two footboards now and turn it into an ottoman or something.
Into an ottoman. Okay.
This is a great idea, and
Or just
really
put
you
them in
find
the
them
bin, yes.
everywhere now.
Right.
Yeah.
And then another idea we had for a headboard is we picked up this old footboard, which was in really rough shape.
And set fire to it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So I'd like to
Let's put this up.
hang it on the wall here.
Okay.
Oh, good.
And then we can show you what
Is it a
you did.
wall?
This looks great. And you would just do this. You would hang it on the wall.
You
Yeah,
just hang it on the
the
wall.
wall.
Rotting pieces of wood. You just hang them on the wall.
Being it was in such bad shape, we did the base coat of yellow paint, and then the details.
Of course they
we did
painted
with
it yellow.
brick
It's the
red.
90s. Yellow
And
ochre.
then
Something
we did a
extra.
little dry brush of
Even the
gold
red is yellow.
over the top, and it makes a really great,
Call for help?
kind of a fun look, I think.
Inexpensive, too.
And inexpensive.
Help me.
$5?
$5.
Unbelievable.
$5
Looks
and
great.
you could do this.
We are talking about slip
Do you know what?
covers, and that's another thing
That's
that's
got a place.
become very popular lately, and I like that it's popular.
Well, it's a great way to recycle a chair that you've kind of lost interest in. You can
Right.
change the whole look with a minimum of expense.
Right,
a
you've already
skirt.
changed the look of this chair.
Well, we had this one professionally slip covered, and it was about $140.
Okay.
that's
Let
not
me
too
just
bad.
show you real quickly what we started
Right.
with.
Oh, God, a
Okay.
You can
skirt.
see this is not the great.
Why do the chairs have petticoats?
Homosexuality.
God, it's like a Little Britain sketch with the amount of cross-dressing that's going on.
Okay.
You can see this is not the greatest.
It definitely says 1970s.
Right, and this
Yep.
says more than 90s.
Yep, this
But
is
I'm
a
going to show
great
you
bed.
now how you can take some fabric and create a slip cover.
I'm feeling fearful now.
Don't feel fearful.
I don't know that I can
You
do
two
this.
yourself
What we'll
can
do is
cross-dress
we'll
at
take our
home.
fabric and we'll lay it over the chair. Now this
What is
fabric
this?
I've already cut, but you'll use the chair actually as a pattern.
Okay.
You'll cut while it's on the chair.
I guess.
You
Okay.
put the fabric up against the
You
chair.
lay it on upside down and cut around all the contours of the chair.
Okay.
This is actually quite technical. I don't think if this was on TikTok now, I don't think people would be like, oh, do you know what? We just do all this. Was it because people in the 90s, perhaps like stay-at-home mums, age 37, 40 maybe, would already have some basic knowledge in like crafting and sewing patterns? Do you think that would be the thing? Because that would have been like what? 1970s in the school? No, maybe even older. Maybe like late 60s in school. That would have been like home economics, wouldn't it? I wonder if that's like lost craft art.
It's as simple as that.
And it's
Once
as simple
you've
as
done
that. Put a skirt on and a wig.
You will, as you lay the pieces down,
To rest.
you'll put the seams together and pin the seams.
Okay.
Just like we've done
Push them into my
over on
eye.
this arm.
Okay.
Once you've pinned all the pieces together,
All the surfaces.
you'll remove it, take it to
And
your
put
sewing
it in the
machine, zip it up, sew it together, take it off, take the pins out,
Joan looks fine.
turn it inside out, and you've got a great
I don't,
cover.
I don't believe
Yeah,
that.
you can do
I
it
just
all
don't
on
believe
the
it's that
chair.
easy.
Trace it, cut it, pin it, take
Bop
it off
it.
to sew it. And
Slap
it's a
it.
little baggy, but so,
It's kind of
what's a
fun.
little baggy?
Yeah.
Right.
In my
He's
case, I
not
think
very
I'm going to
good
use
at
a little
this, is he? He's
inexpensive.
like baggy, wrinkly, full of shit.
Weak, limp, lifeless.
Go for it, girl.
But you can do it, Joan.
Okay. I believe you.
You have to believe Joan or it won't be.
I believe all you guys. Thank you so much. We had a lot of fun.
We
here
have
today.
fun, and we
Great
do
ideas
have a
again.
laugh,
Thanks.
don't
Take
we?
care.
You and the
I hope you'll stay
guys.
with us because when we come back, we are going to show you some great ideas on how to redecorate a living room by just rearranging furniture and accessories.
I wonder if it's going to be the International Federation of Oopsie Daisy. We haven't seen them in a while. Not since the accident.
We have a crew standing by waiting to redesign a living room. We'll give you advice on how to create a fresh new look just by rearranging existing furniture and accessories.
Well, let's
check
hope
in
so.
with them.
Oh!
Rickon Smith and her family just moved back from a 2-year stay in Japan. Their old furniture, which has been in
Sounds like
storage all
Callum.
that time, and her new Oriental pieces are not
Oh,
blending
we're
well.
not going to say that word. You can just say East Asian or even Japanese.
As you can see, this room is monochromatic. The cream sectional is lost in the blandness of the room.
I would call it calming. Do you know what? Every time we watch this, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why Millennial Grey exists. It was a reaction to being overstimulated in your own home.
So, we need to add color and texture.
God, here we go.
We also need
A
to create more
spirograph on the
comfortable
walls.
seating arrangement so people will naturally sit in this room and converse. And so, Lisa Billings and Susie Ingram from the Interior Design and Arrangement Association
The International Federation of Oopsie Daisy is here, where they will rearrange your home and charge you $3,000 for it. Where there's blame, there's a woman on the game. I wonder if they will also make this table a booby trap. That's quite exciting,
Ingram
isn't
from
it?
the Interior Design
Bring
and Arrangement
thrill and a
Association
sense of danger to
are
your
going to
living
show
room.
us how to create a pulled together look by using items they find from all over this home.
Right, okay. I feel like I'm gonna cry.
The first thing we do is empty the room of all the accessories and smaller.
She's done a good job at her composition on this table.
That is quite
Everything's
nice.
just too shiny.
What do you mean?
Similar items of color and style will move to staging areas along with other pieces we've found all over the home.
Right, she's
This way
stealing
we
that.
can view
I'll be having
items
this.
that may fit perfectly together, which had previously been in separate rooms.
This pottery is great, but it's lost in this cabinet.
So we're putting it in the
It'll
bin.
do well in the den, though.
Did she say that?
It'll do well in the den, though.
It sounds like she says, it'll do well in the bin though, but I know she said den. But it is the 90s, so it might as well be in the bin.
This table doesn't have enough pop, so we hope to find
So
a
we
replacement.
tied
that
explosives
contrasts
to it
with the
and
light
dangled
bulb
it from the
apartment.
ceiling.
We take out everything in order to see the room with a new eye.
all this furniture looks
Remember,
very
just because a
expensive.
sofa has been in one spot for 15 years doesn't mean it works there.
Sorry.
As a matter of
Sofas used to last 15 years, didn't they? I think nowadays it's very much like if you get 2 years out of a sofa, well done.
As a matter of fact, we're not even going to keep the sofa. It moves into the family room to give that room a new look.
Sorry,
And
sorry.
we traded
This house has a family room and a living room.
for this deep brown furniture, which will add the color and texture we've been looking for. This sofa and chair are the
Don't.
perfect contrast. Now we need to find just the right placement.
Lisa, let's move the sofa over
Lisa,
there.
let's not and say we did.
I'd like to try to create a
I'd like to kiss you
foyer
now.
so you're not just falling into the living room.
Ooh.
We found this beautiful piece in the office. It helps to balance the display case on the other side
I quite like
and
that. What
adds
is that?
contrast to the wall.
Oh, it looks very like
This
it might
wingback
crush a
chair
child
has
at any
fitted
moment,
window
though.
corner, so it moves to the other
We've
side.
got an executive
The
women's
brown chair
wig.
takes the first corner,
Oh,
and
no.
this creates a nice downward angle from the display cabinet to the lower back chair.
Oh, it looks a little bit like fancy banking office now.
Angle from the display cabinet to the lower back chair.
Okay.
Since we already have so many squares working in this room, this round table should work great.
Suze, let's try this under there for color.
What you doing? Caged like a caged sissy.
Oh, it's being a secret, sissy.
This table from the hallway will give some height and warmth to the foyer once we add accessories. And this unique brass liquor cabinet had been used in the family room.
Because the family loves to get drunk.
It works perfectly as an area rug. It
fit,
breaks up the
sweetie.
light color of the floor
Doesn't
and
fit.
defines the space.
No.
We know we have our seating correct because our lighting falls naturally into diagonals.
Okay. What?
A few of Rickon's
Diagonals from where, though? You could point at anything and it would be a diagonal. Is that the International Federation of Oopsie-Daisy Math?
Yes, and it will not be easily cured.
We know our lighting works, because we can point at it from over there.
A few of Rickon's collections are added to create more height and are set in the opposite angle we created
quite
with the
sweet. I
chairs
quite
and
like
display
that.
cabinet.
Right, yeah, you can't have any mirrors on
This
display.
curio
My dad
cabinet
has
tells
that.
a story.
This pissing clock. My dad has this exact clock above his televisione.
Cabinet tells a story about the homeowner's travels using the collectibles she's brought home from Japan. We've
It
added
does.
foliage
That's a
in the
lot of
center
collectibles.
for depth and the element of surprise with a picture of her puppies at the bottom.
An element of surprise. Do people like the element of surprise in their display cabinets? That does sound a little bit like that table earlier has the element of surprise of a hospital visit.
The use of greenery always
yucca
helps to
plant.
give a room texture and color.
how
Another
much
of Rickon's
stuff is in this
tapestries is
room?
added to the sofa to give it some warmth. And as we add the final touches before Rickon sees
Oh
her new
yes,
room,
just
let's
put
take a
this
look at
elegant, expensive crystalware on the most delicate surface in the room.
Let's take a look at what we've accomplished.
I don't want to. Okay, right. You know, sensible, functional, a little bit of applique, very 90s. Overwhelming, overstimulating, wonky, upsetting. A death trap. But also somehow dentist. Look how dark that room is now. Hateful. Hello! Oh, look. Oh,
Welcome
dear.
home.
She hates it. She hates
I
it.
love it.
Oh.
This is fabulous. I just love it. Oh, wow. I never would have come up with it like this. Oh,
No.
I really,
And you're going to
really
pay
like
for it all to be removed. I hate that so much. That is so ugly. How dare you? Right, tricks of the trade. DL trade in the 90s.
No.
We are back in our personality-filled kitchen makeover with our designer Peggy
With
Sullivan,
no
who's agreed
sound
to share just a
engineering?
couple of designer tricks of the trade
Right,
with
okay,
us.
right. Are you ready
know
for
what? I have to tell
beluga
you,
whale prints?
This has scared me in the past. I don't know how to mix fabrics, mix different patterns. How do you do that?
Do you know what, Joan? You don't have to. Oh,
when you take
my God. Even the table is cross-dressing.
a stripe like this,
Take a stripe.
and use the border because
Use
it's very
border
compatible.
with the
And in the
flowers.
border you have ivy,
checkers and the
and then
skirt.
the companionship is the ivy, and then they've topped it off with another border.
If I suddenly went into this room, I would feel probably quite ill, actually.
They've topped it off with another border. And then in their
You couldn't have
fabric,
negative space, could
this
you?
is,
Wasn't
the valance is
afraid.
very, very heavy, really, for this space.
Heavy.
But they've added the trim for depth. And they have the lining. So there's several different colors. They've used a topper. And in the tablecloth, there's
I bet that table loves to get topped.
probably 3 times the yards for the fullness. So what you've really done here is just created tremendous warmth.
There's nothing warm. This is all cold tones. There's no warmth in this room.
Created tremendous warmth.
Oh, I will try not to be afraid.
I need to calm
Don't be
down.
afraid.
It's not that
Thanks, Peggy.
serious.
Thank you, Joan.
Thank you,
And
Joan.
remember, with just a little imagination, you can make your decorating dreams come true for less.
And a visit to the hospital. Well, what the fuck was that? Oh, good. You know, anytime we see Peggy, you know we're just gonna get metaphorically pegged with the most overwhelming colour and taste sense you can imagine. Do you know what, though? I will give her one thing. I quite like the idea of putting colour in a cupboard or like in a dresser to match a colour in the rest of the room. I quite like that. I don't think I would have picked periwinkle blue, which was also somehow more like 18% photography grey, but It wasn't the most hateful thing we have seen, and of course it was not a lariat in a child's bedroom. However, it's very much of the time, isn't it, to say this tiny kitchen that is so small, the family's upset, it's so small. You have an entire bay window, you've got a complete 18-person dining set with individual name tags made from antique silver, an entire Welsh dresser, and also cross-dressing cabinets. It's just a lot, isn't it? And with that, my lovelies, it's time for the Patreons. You can see yourself scrolling past on the screen. Yeah. Over on the Patreon, you won't be seeing any such nonsense. You might, however, see some cross-dressing in some of the shows that we watch. Project Runway, we are just about to finish. Also, The Traitors UK Season 1 up to Episode 7. And we do live streams of There's Something About Harry. Nope, that's not what it's called. What is it called? I Want to Marry Harry watch parties every other Friday. So, my lovelies, check the link in the description box for access to the Patreon. And as always, I want to say a massive thank you to my top tier Patreons. Orkos Samoji, Carol Sturm, Jojo, A Literal Pipefish, AJ Padilla, Anthony Michael Hernandez, Ashley Lisa, Auntie Sash Hazelwood, Barry Chapman, Becky Johnson, Bishop Bubs Quartz, Breakaway 87, Caffeinated Raptor, Callie Rose, Cammy Bryan, Cancerfish 66, Catalina Kaz Seraph, Shell Herman, ContraPoints Danny, Delyn Irving, EB Eli Sowers, Goth Hoblin, James A. Zengirl, Genevieve Herman, Jenny Dahlia, Lauren Kylie, Leanne Jones, Les Banana, Love Potion, Malfunctioning NPC, Mandy, Martin Rule, Marvin David, Marzipa, Matinita, Minumoto, Miranda Bryant, Mo Sherman, Morgan Lathay, Ms. Kiss, Okayas Kyle, Radhika Madala, Rainy Raylin, Rupreet, Sarah Maria, Semyaza Meridoc, Shanro, Sean Pelkey, Taylor Roney, The Jessica Hightower, Todd Bowley, Tony Mackers, Track, Weedy Potato, Worm, and Wuzkadooks. And you know what, my loves? I think I'm gonna leave it on the notes of, don't you come round my house, put some fabric on a chair and say, oh, it's wearing a skirt.